sometimes in wheelbarrows, sometimes on motorbikes, whilst in labor, to the nearest hospital, which is about 50 miles away. So if a man comes to tell us that he's building us 101 hospitals, we are happy, aren't we? But my brother, think about the track record of these people. The 88 hospitals they said they were building. What happened to those hospitals? Now they have come back to increase the number to 111. Can we believe these people? Or are they playing games with us? It looks like now they are becoming motivational speakers. Empty motivations. The pie in the sky. The moon jumping, the cow jumping over the full moon. My brother, my sister, when you look at these things, you begin to think that there's a lot of hopelessness hovering around our heads. Information Minister says 101 hospitals to be built, and that we should pay our taxes. So when they fail, what do they say? Oh, because you did not pay your tax. They always have a way out. These politicians, they always leave a window open so that when the house is on fire, they can sneak out through the window, while the rest of us are frying in the fire. That's why I don't trust them. If some of my best friends become politicians, I take them with a pinch of salt, because they always come with a red herring story. My brother, my sister, can you trust a sleeping president with his comedian vice president? I have lost all respect for these guys. And I am saying that, basing it on facts. They lied that they were bringing 88 hospitals. The 88 hospitals, finally they shamelessly came back to us to tell us, oh, you know, the 88 hospitals, we couldn't find land, oh, so it's on hold. My brother, go to the General Clinic. What happened? They broke it down. It's over 2 years now. They promised to build it back. If you were not ready to build it, why did you break it down? They are politicking with the lives of the people, and that is annoying. We are now being led by a shameless president who has no shame for lying. We are led by a comedian vice president who has lied up to the top, and he will lie his way out to the highest, my brother, my sister, with no shame. Why should I respect these people? Why should you respect these people? People who take you for fool. Every day is lies. And surprisingly, there are some youth who are still following these liars and comedians. 88 hospitals, you couldn't build that. You are still in full gear to build your cathedral. The other day I heard the president gave out some scholarship to a boy to go to school in England. And some people are clapping. What happened to the schools in Ghana? Every time somebody has to be rewarded, they have to go to England. Even African meetings, they have to go all the way to England for African leaders to meet in England, to meet in Belgium, to meet in America. Are you thinking? When the sick leaders are sick, they run to England. They run to America. When they want to enjoy, they go to America. They go to England. So why don't you make your country a safe haven, so that at least your people can stay in there and also have fun? My brother, my sister, I am not a prophet of doom, but this agenda 419 or 111 is nothing but another red herring story. And they push the young guys like Opon Kruma to come and lie between their teeth. And they have lied. Look, politics in Ghana simply means lying. True or false? If I'm lying, tell me that I'm lying. I'm saying that politics in Ghana means lying. The one who lies the most is the best politician, right? Go to the schools and ask the children, what is politics? They'll tell you lies. Because all they know about politics is lying. We thought that all men did not lie anymore. In my days, all men were beyond lies. But today, all men have become the epitome of lies, the citadel of lies. They lie between their teeth whilst holding the Bible. They lie between their teeth, my brother, my sister, whilst blowing tongues. Pa, 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 and he's lying. Everything is lies. Jesus Christ. 101 hospitals. I don't believe you. Honorable Oponkroma, you said we should have the can-do spirit. We have seen how a lot of you politicians give out our money to slave queens, modern day prostitutes. Now prostitution in Ghana has become so glorified that it looks like it's the next church. Every young girl is now thinking about what injections can give them big boobs and big backside. True or false? In my days, we were on TV singing and dancing to let your girl child go to school. Let your girl child go to school. Let your girl child go to school. Take your girl child to school. How many of you remember this song? When was the last time you heard this? They have changed the tune right now. They've changed the melody and at the same time the lyrics. Take your girl child to Obinfo. Take your girl child to Obinfo. Right now, when families or couples are females, they jubilate. They only wait for them to turn 16 or so. Some even start earlier than 16, and they push them to these irresponsible politicians. Is it not a shame that these sluts sit on TV, on radio, on social media, and they are ranting about men's sizes? I'm talking about, did I say it? My brother, my sister, how this man has this length of this, how this man's own is short, how this man's own is more powerful than the other one, and how many houses they bought because they were sluts. How would your girl child go to school now? How would your girl child, my brother, my sister, value virtues when prostitution has suddenly become the new virtue? People talk about prostitution, my brother, my sister, as if we live in ancient times. Something that we used to hide. My brother, my sister, in my days, if it was said that there was a prostitute living on this lane, it would take years for great minds to walk on that lane. But today, oh, there's a slut who lives here, the so-called slave queen. Everybody wants to pass there. They have glorified prostitution. My brother, my sister, are you guys not ashamed that every now and then people who are in politics, your names are flying all over the place, that you are sleeping with this slut, you are sleeping with that slut, you are sleeping with this prostitute and that slave queen, to the point that the former president's name was also peddled in this thing. Your libidos are too strong for you to be able to handle. It's a shame. The money that is supposed to be used to build the 88 hospitals, sluts have used that to build mansions for themselves. The money that was supposed to give us pipe-borne water, you've given that to sluts and prostitutes, and they are flying all over the world. After all, your president is a fan of flying and taking his bath in the skies. Where are you driving the country to? Then you come with new lies. Agenda 111, one district, one factory, whatever, one village, one dam, now is 111. What joke is this? And Oponkroma has also gotten himself in this fray. Good. I wonder how good people, my brother, my sister, become so defiled so dirtied by politics. You see somebody, oh, he has a very good mind, oh, he has a very honest mind. The moment they get themselves in politics, then they become demons, peddling the same lies that we all used to fight together. What kind of demon is sitting in the world of politics? Now you cannot trust anybody. The small money they get, they are looking for sluts, not even better women. In my days, when we wanted good women to have fun with, you know what we did? We went to the villages to get those that smelled like lemons, fresh lemons. Now you're running after women who are smelling like acid. Acid all over them. You touch them and you are, you know, your body is burning. Sluts all over the place. Parading diseases all over the place. And these guys are running after them. Is the world coming to an end? Or is there any portion of this life that is going to be worse than this? Then I dread that. Now you have a girl coming out and you are frightened. Hey, what kind of girl am I going to have? Because they are all running to Abinfo. They are all going hungry in order to have flat stomachs. So politicians can come in and build them houses. Sluts all over the place. Mr. President, you have failed this country. Vice President, your place is the circus. And as for Oponkruma, the least said about you, the better. And these are the people, I hear people saying, oh, next president. Hey, if these guys become president, I will leave this country for you. Bawumia and the rest, president. Mark my words. When they become, I'll leave you. Take. Mufa Mukrum. I've given up. How can you be fooled time and again, over and over? And you still vote for idiots. You still vote for liars. You still vote for comedians. Do you have brains? Are you not taught when you see people dying left, right, and center, when these people are flying and having their bath in the skies night and day? Don't you want to see a positive change? All you want is mediocrity. Running for visas left, right, and center, when you can make this country a better place for everybody to live in. Are you okay? All the young girls are becoming sluts and prostitutes, the so-called slave queens, who receive more money than the university professor. What is the use of a university professor? Your books are garbage. Nobody wants to see your books anymore. All your degrees are nothing but garbage. They are looking for shape. They are looking for big boobs. Right now, when you have big boobs, that's a double PhD. And when your backside is also big, hey, quadruple PhD. So 6 PhDs working. And you are there racking your mind, your brains, racking your brains night and day that you want a PhD. For what? Who wants to see that? Who wants to see that? Go with your PhD and say you want to blah blah look for what they will tell you. Hey, Massa, are you living in ancient times? We want a flower in front of us. You a bulldog, you are standing in front of us. Move out of the way. That is when you know that the country is dying out. No regard for hard work anymore. No regard for chastity. No regard for virtues. Vices have metamorphosed into virtues. And everybody's running after vices that have become virtues. Agenda 111, my foot. They will come and tell you that they couldn't find land. After they have told you in this report that they found land, each one of them is going to be 15 acres. What were you thinking about the time that you promised us this? You could find land for your cathedral, but you couldn't find land for the hospitals. And you think God will come and live in that house? I'm so angry with these people. So angry. And you should be angry too. Look what is happening in Afghanistan. Look what is happening in Afghanistan. American planes are about to fly and people go to lie down flat. That no, they want to go. They don't want to live in the country. If you are not careful, our country would be like that. Look what is happening in Algeria. People are on the streets because they are fed up with politicians stealing their tax money. I leave it here, my brother, my sister. Agenda 111 is an agenda 419. We have said it. La General Hospital, we want to see it back. That was a hospital I used to go to. Every now and then I had friends in there. I used to go there, my brother, my sister. Today that hospital is a playground. People are going there to play football. Only 4 years ago, we're all going there and having fun. Today, they have crashed it down and nothing is happening. And Gama and the rest are all sitting down. This is Galand. You should put pressure on the president. Send a letter from Gamashi and tell Mr. President what's happening. You crack down our only hospital in La. 2 years now, nothing is happening. What is happening, Mr. President? Minister Nene. But no, you are busily throwing kwekple all over the place and, kwekple and drinking apeteshi all over the place and, as if chieftaincy is all about apeteshi and kwekple. What kind of chieftaincy do we have in Ghana? Every chief in Ghana is so interested in apeteshi. They are so interested in their festivals. Homowo, they are all out there. Damba, they are all coming out, running all over the place and celebrating what? When politicians are stealing night and day, you are supposed to be the custodians of the land. So when you have a president who is not treating your land well, you got to stand up and let them know that no, we cannot take this, Mr. President. La Hospital has been crashed down. How many people died since La Hospital was crashed down? Over 2 years back. You don't care. You still going around throwing play and dancing to Homowo all over the place. Minister Nene. Menimba. Hey. I leave it, bro. I'm going to deal with the next one and we want to look at it carefully. Martin Amidu has spoken again. Well, he's a man who has lost it in so many people's eyes. He still has a little bit of credibility which he wants to amplify. And this one was published today, the 16th of August 2021, and I'm reading this from My Joy Online. It says Ken Ofori-Attah's involvement in Sputnik V and Ejapa scandals glaring. That's Martin Amidu. I read the first 2 paragraphs. Former Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu has added his voice to criticisms about the role of the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Attah in the botched Sputnik V vaccines deal. The ministry is said to have ordered the payment to Dubai-based middleman Sheikh Dalmouk Al Maktoum for the supply of the vaccines, even though parliamentary approval had not been sought by the Minister of Health. Need I read more? So right now, I'm just waiting for somebody to tap me and wake me up and tell me that this is all a dream. My brother, Sputnik V, you went and contracted terrorists, criminals, without parliamentary approval, no cabinet approval. Somebody went behind to pay money to the terrorists after signing a dubious contract that nobody knew about. Now the pseudo-core president of this country, Mr. Ofori-Attah, Ken Ofori-Attah, is all of a sudden defending the health minister. Because they know that if they don't, the health minister would finally come out and say, listen, I'm not aware that money was paid. This person paid, that person paid, that person. So no, everybody is protecting his terrain. And these guys are still in office. As for the finance minister, he has grown so arrogant and so confident that nobody can touch him. Not even the taxpayer whose money he's joking with. Not even the voter. So confident. It's the same confidence Kennedy Ejapon has. The untouchables. These are the people nobody can touch because they are untouchable. They are demigods. Did you vote for people like that? Were these the people you wanted, the untouchables? Were these the people that you wanted? Now you have voted demons who have become monsters in power. What is the finance minister sitting down there doing? He should lose his position and go back and sit somewhere. Health minister must go. The president himself should be impeached. Because it is obvious, it's glaring that he's sleeping. As for the vice president, he's still in the circus, clowning. So my brother, my sister, hear me now. What can I say to Ghanaians to let Ghanaians understand that we are living in times and we are taken for granted in these set times? Now, information minister says pay tax so that we can build you the 101 hospitals. When Mr. President promised the 88 hospitals, was he looking at tax? Did he look at the tax spectacle? Did he look at it? Now they are trying to widen the tax net by taxing almost every gift. Now if somebody gives you a pen, you got to pay for that gift. A pastor did not know this, and he said he had a $1 million gift, and they went after him. GRA. The president is in dire need of money, so broke. My brother, there's something here that I have to read. And what is it talking about? The World Bank country director is telling us that we have borrowed too much and we are about to hit the reddest of the red. Why? Every time they are talking about borrowing, you claim you have gold, you have diamond. I'll protect the public purse. Yet tisikaso adentina ebre. Waba busnyankwa. Slave queens have bedeviled your government. We thought Mahama was the only slave queens champion. But right now, it looks like you are the professors when it comes to slave queens. And Mahama is only a student. Slave slots. Throwing away money like pekle. Money you go out and borrow and throw away like pekle. Even when it's not homo. Are we serious, brethren? Are we serious? We have been fighting all this while because we want a better Ghana. But if it comes to a point where we all realize that there's no hope, we will honorably give up, cry, and then leave. And when we leave, it doesn't matter where. After all, if you move out of hell, does it matter where you fall? It looks like the people are beginning to wake up, but your waking up rate is slow. Wake up properly, quickly. I leave it here, my brother, my sister. Kenoforiata should leave. Why is he still there? Paying money. And all they are saying is that, oh, I hear Markin, Afenyo Markin say, oh, now that the sheikh has paid the money, that should be the end of the whole. I say, who do you take? What do you take us for? You think we are also in the circus? Well, if we're even in the circuits, your jokes are not funny. Afenyo Markin says, oh, now that the sheikh has paid the money, he should bring an end to, bring what end to what? In the UK, a minister just hugged a woman without going through the necessary COVID-19 protocols. He resigned. Just a hug. One hug. It was like he had hugged an electricity transformer. Electrocuted one time. Boom. We live in a country where ministers are sending monies out to criminals. And oh, criminals have paid, so it's okay. Are you okay? What kind of a country is this? I wanted to say something, but I will not say it. Because when I say it, they will use it to hold it down on me and say, oh, Blakk Rasta is trying to inflame a certain passion. I'll leave it there. But the youth are coming up. And to you young men and women who follow these criminals around, to you young men and women who sell your birthright to these demons and principalities, you don't have Ghana at heart, and your children's children will come out and curse you. You are the people your children kill. You are the same people, unpatriotic people, that your children burn alive. They come and see that you have done nothing for your country, and all you deserve is the fire. So they put you there. There's still time for you to change. There's still time for you to be able to bring about a better Ghana. That better Ghana starts with you. Upon Nkrumah says, pay tax so that 111 hospitals can be built. Tax. So if they are not able to build that, oh, you see the tax we expected, they didn't pay. Some people ran away with the money and blah, blah, blah. And interestingly, there's something here that is so interesting. And this is from City Newsroom. It says, NCA yet to retrieve 25 million Ghana cedis debt from Glo and Vodafone. And this from the audit report. The audit report that just came out. It says, NCA, National Communications Authority, has not been able to retrieve 24 million Ghana cedi debt from Glo and Vodafone. Why? Why? When we need money. And when you read further, a former NCA board chairman, my brother, my sister, has also been jailed with others over a $4 million scandal. The country has become so loose. Any cock and bull story can pass. Any lie can pass. Sometimes I wish we had, I won't say it, I leave it. I will not be provoked to say it, I leave it. My brother, my sister, we need money, yet money is flying left, right, and center. Now, how many of you have seen the audit report? Have you seen the thing about Zoom Lion? So what is it about Zoom Lion that is making a lot of our politicians still hold on to Zoom Lion? After Manasseh brought out a lot of facts about Zoom Lion and some other things like that, what are we waiting for? For the apocalypse? What are we waiting for? Armageddon? You see, a lot of these companies kick back to different people, so their position is firm. What happened, my brother, my sister, to contracts for sale? What happened? It looks like we need to have a minister of unfinished business. And that minister will find out which businesses have been unfinished, which stories have not been completed. So that, look, if we are able to retrieve even 2% of unfinished businesses in this country, we will be the richest. Look at this, 24 million Ghana cedis still with Glo and Vodafone. Zoom Lion issue unfinished. The other guy from Social Security and National Insurance Trust who faked his results allegedly and all the certificates and bagged home so much money. What happened to that issue? Wyoming, what happened to that issue? Namwa's issue, what has happened to that issue? We want to see a closure to all these things. But it looks like Some people are sleeping on very important issues. And Ghanaians continue to suffer. All because we voted monsters into power, and they've now become demons and principalities. In the days of Nkrumah, we didn't have monsters and principalities. But now we have them. You know why? Those who were the monsters, the demons and principalities in the days of Nkrumah subdued them. Kwame Nkrumah made sure that he put some of them in jail, and they died in jail like J.B. Dankwa. Some of the monsters, the demons and principalities in the days of Nkrumah, he tried and restrained them and kept them at arm's length. Well, they overpowered him after all in 1966 with the help of America, England, and the rest of them. The same monsters, demons and principalities chased him all the way to Guinea, trying to end his life permanently. In fact, when they failed, they came back to Ghana to rule us. They are those ruling us now. Their children and grandchildren are those ruling us. So why won't the economy be bedeviled with demons and principalities? Those demons in the days of Kwame Nkrumah, they are those in these times. Don't you know history? They are those in these times. The demons in the days of Kwame Nkrumah, those demons and principalities who killed Kwame Nkrumah, they are those whose children and grandchildren are here. Edward Akufo-Addo, J.B. Dankwa, all those people, they were the principalities and demons of the time of Nkrumah. They didn't want the independence for this country. They bombed Kwame Nkrumah night and day. Who is a demon? A demon is devilish. A demon only is interested in negative things. They were those, the so-called Big Six. My brother, my sister, to God be the glory. If today they are telling you the economy is bedeviled with principalities and demons, then that's what they are talking about. They are right. My brother, my sister, we're going to look at something else, and I need you all to open your ears and listen to this with rapt attention. It's very important, and I need all of us to look at that. Oh, my country, Ghana, we will get there. Yes, we will certainly get there. No two ways about that. Hear me now. Now I'm reading this from the Almighty City Newsroom, and this was also published today, written by Edna Agnes Boachi and Fatih Aminu Ibrahim, 16th August, today. It says over 11,000 people inoculated with Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the Ashanti region. You know they've brought Johnson & Johnson? All right. It says health authorities in the Ashanti region say over 11,000 people have been inoculated with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the region as of Monday, that's today, August 16, 2021. The vaccination exercise began in the Ashanti region on Friday, August 13, 2021, in 4 administrative districts which have been identified as hotspots in the region. My brother, have you read the other one coming from our Ghanaian health experts saying that to combine AstraZeneca with Johnson & Johnson is dangerous? If that is true, then those they are inoculating, did they take AstraZeneca before this one? What is the truth about it? Our medical experts need to sit up and be as vocal as possible and not leave these things to propaganda. I leave it here. I won't go into detail. My brother, my sister, we have a number of other things we need to look at. And oh my God, I'm reading this. Oh my God. Oh my God. This one is from Peace FM Online, and it says, Catherine Afeku brought dignity to Nzima land. Nzima youth. I read. Some youth of Nzima have cautioned groups and individuals working against the former Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Catherine Afeku, to immediately put an end to their dubious action. According to them, the former minister served with dexterity while in office, bring dignity, identity, and unity to the people of Nzima through the sponsorship of the celebration of the Kundum Festival. Okay. My brother, hear me now. These youth groups, you know that there was a youth group that said, leave the health minister alone. Remember, there was a youth group that also said, leave the agric minister alone. Remember, there's a youth group that is following Baumia, right? Baumia, Youth for Baumia. There's another youth group that is following Alan Cash, right? My brother, my sister, these youth groups are the canker of the nation. A lot of these politicians, all they do is to give them peanuts for them to go out there and cause mayhem and make noise. How many people agree? Listen, Catherine Afeku was a minister of tourism. I met her personally, a very wonderful woman. She was doing tourism. And if she comes from the region, and you guys are coming out also from the same region to tell us, oh, she did so well for our region, you make it sound funny. Is it because she's from the region? What did she do for the other regions? Hear this one. The woman Afeku, Catherine, is from that area. And the youth from that area say, oh, she did so well, she gave us some honor. And she was not a minister for Nzima. She was a minister of tourism for the whole country. So if youth from that area are coming out to say, oh, she gave us some dignity and identity, and what did your regional minister do for you? Maybe because she concentrated too much on you. That is why Nana Addo has found it necessary to sideline her. But these ministers always have a way of finding the youth and pushing the youth around to do so many things. There are ministers in Ghana who are doing visa laundering. Get a few youths. Oh, I'll let you go abroad. They are not thinking about how they can establish them here. They will send them abroad to clean toilets and do things like that. And the youth follow them. They send 2 of them out, and 5,000 more will come and follow them with the hope that they will join the 2 up there. What kind of a nation are we building? We are building the youth and training them to give labor to the former slave master, whose long hands are still in our countries. I'll leave it here, bros. I'm going to tackle one more thing, and I think that I'll be done. Oh my God, have mercy. And which minister is also saying that the youth should not just look at poverty, or better still, their poverty should not make them talk by heart? Okay. So you are beginning to see the real people. When they don't have power, they are with you. They share in your poverty. But when they get into power, no, they find new friends. Not you. You are too poor to be their friends. All the noise you are making is all because of your poverty. This Hobson Adoye, what's his name? Adoye. That your poverty is making you make too much noise. Oh, my brother. Meanwhile, when you check the backgrounds of some of these people, they were bathed in poverty by some grace and some dint of hard work. They have stepped a little forward out of poverty In fact, it is an opportunity for them to look back and pull some of the youth that they were in poverty with to the newfound land. But no, they use it as an opportunity to insult the youth. But the youth being so foolish, forming youth groups, supporting dirty politicians, when election comes again, these same guys will come to them with 5 cedis, 50 cedis, and with a barrel of promises. With jokes, a barrel of jokes that are not funny. And they will still vote for them. What's the future of this country? What's the future for the taxi driver? What's the future for the Uber driver? What's the future for the market woman? I hear food prices have increased in the Upper East region. And I was watching it on TV yesterday. I was laughing. Have you heard about the Agric minister? He's so old. Probably he's lying on his sick bed about to go home. Arrogant old men in power. I have no sympathy for these guys. So when I hear that they are sick, I pray for them to be sicker and sicker. You know why? They knew they couldn't run the race, but greed. It's like an old man who comes and says he's going to run 100 meters race. And after 10 meters, he's there panting. Then he falls, and I sympathize with him. Greed. He knew he couldn't run it, but greed, the eye on the prize. In the days when he was 20, 21, 22, he did not run the race. He was busily doing other things, wasting away his life. Now that he's 92, he wants to do 100 meters with 17-year-olds, 21-year-olds. Even if they were cripples, excuse my language, you can't beat them. That's the kind of politicians we have here. All dirty politicians, lying politicians. They lie night and day. So the whole populace has lost interest in them. They have no credibility. The only one who had some small credibility was Baumia. But he also became a comedian, circus clown. And the people have become angry with him and kicked him aside. Now he says he's going to break the 8, break the ice. You want to break the 8 with what? A machete or kotokru? Breaking what 8? In the clown, in the circus? Sure. My brother, my sister, we leave them there. They will continue to be there. Food prices are increasing. In the Upper East region, Accra, skyrocketing. Where is the minister who said food is cheap? Right now, people can eat 4 times, 5 times, 6 times a day because the MPP government has made food so cheap. So you see that your tails have run in between your legs? That you have to come out and also say that you failed? See how you were fighting journalists for asking you pertinent questions. Today, where are you? He's in oblivion. He's lost. Old men and women with no modern minds. All their brains are archaic. They are thinking Shin Hong Ti. They are thinking Nebuchadnezzar. They don't know an iPad, let alone a tablet. They don't know the difference. WhatsApp is a game to them. Facebook, is a demon to them. As for Instagram, it's a principality. So when they see the youth on Instagram and on Facebook, principalities and demons have inundated the economy. And these are the people who are ruling you. Adoye, Hobson Adoye comes to tell you that your poverty is making you back. And there are people who will still vote for him. Where is that deputy minister who went around seizing ballot boxes in parliament? Seizing ballot boxes in parliament. Pulling the paper, trying to chew it like a goat, like a ruminant. Goats in parliament. Jesus Christ. Hey, in the Ghana parliament, Ghana Parliament, people are voting. Somebody rushes to pick the paper because he realizes that his party is losing and is chewing it like a goat. Hey, are these not the principalities and demons? Human beings chewing paper like goats. Hey, do they need to appear in your dreams before you realize that demons and principalities are here? I'm hearing that Zoom Lion boss is a big man in the Pentecost church, an elder, that he sponsored them. Pentecost church, come out and say something. Are you benefiting from stolen money? So all these reports that came out, Pentecost church, you have not sat down to read. You are making a mockery of God. You guys, you are making mockery of God. Zoom Lion, with all the money, taking money from the Ghanaian people and treating them like slaves. Go and check Manasseh's reports and things. What have they done to Zoom Lion? Nanado said he will come and deal with Zoom Lion, but see, nothing is happening. And I see a few boys and I say, oh, so much hatred for Zoom. Really? They say it's only in Africa where we vote thieves into power. And when well-meaning people are fighting the thieves, we turn around and fight those well-meaning people and tell them to stop fighting the thieves. Their future is being stolen night and day. They don't care. My brother, my sister, do we have a future? Do we have a future? The Auditor General has come out with a report about Zoom Lion. Check it out. Are they earning money genuinely, legally? What is the problem? Corruption all over the place. My brother, my sister, I thank you so much. And I want to say thank you. I'm going to take a very last one and I'm done. And I'm reading this from Graphic Online. And that's the National Communicator. Today, I just intended to take it slow. I don't want to be incensed. Slow. Hear me now. This one was published today, the 16th of August, 2021. And written by Daniel Kenu. It says, Kumasi Abattoir not receiving patronage. Abattoir is a slaughterhouse where they slaughter the animals. That is not receiving any patronage. Oh. Let's read. The high importation of meat, the gradual abstinence from the consumption of red meat by the adult population, coupled with low charges of slaughtering animals, is gradually killing the Kumasi Abattoir Company Limited. In recent times, residents in and around the Kumasi metropolis and indeed the entire region have developed a preference for foreign meat because it is cheaper. That, according to the managing director of the Kumasi Abattoir Company, Mr. Joe Owusu-Bwedi, had slowed down the slaughtering business and was crippling the company. Let me leave it here. My brother, Mayanka, Kumasi, they are saying that because a lot of adults now are not eating red meat, one, and two, because of the high importation of meat, and finally, because a lot of people find slaughtering cheaper elsewhere, they don't patronize the abattoir. Thank you. Where are the laws? Why should Ghanaians prefer foreign meat? This meat, you don't know who raised them. This meat, that you are eating, you don't know what chemicals have been pumped in there. Especially that Food and Drugs Authority most of the time would allow something on the market. It comes in 20 years later, they come and say, oh, this thing contains this. By what time so many people would have lost their lives? Abattoir. Let Salah come. How many people will go there? They slaughter in their houses. Go to abattoir with my goat to go and slaughter. Go, I will slaughter everything in my house. I'll leave it here. My brother, my sister, I want to thank you so much for coming. The country is under pressure, and I need everybody to speak out. Once you speak up, our leaders would at least get the message. If they don't get it 100%, even 2%, 1% is enough at a time. Yes, little drops of water make a mighty ocean.